Okay, this is on the Chambers job, number 55684, still on 330 through 43 by Aaron. We have, if you come in the basement, we have the furnace room with these two furnaces, basement and main. We're going to switch them both out. So let's go over the basement first. So the base will sit 47¼ inch from this wall. The back of the furnace will be 4 inches off the back wall. And it was really tricky to measure this, so Lance is going to come and reframe this wall. So this stud's coming out and probably being headered. But I have a cut line right there, so actually where that thing is. So from the drive, you have to cut that 1/2 inch of the drive off. And then that way, so your edge of your furnace or the edge of your duct will not get cut past this stud. That makes sense, because I'll just show you. So, oh, I forgot to mark the end cap. We have an end cap in a box and a filter box transition anyway, coil, and then this is a 90 right here. That's a side view of it. So we have 4-inch fitting offsetting 6 inches, so it's going to be a little bit of a choke there, but we're also increasing the size. Then a 5-inch canvas, and then a 3.5-inch offset that transitions side to side to give starting collars on both sides of that. And then I also gave you a piece of 14x20 flat metal that you can reach inside and patch the bottom of the duct where they've tapped in the bottom. It's the best way I could figure out how to do that. It's a toughie. Anyway, so out of the bottom, we're going to have 12-inch rounds. And they're existing, so just take those out and put our boxes there. 4-inch there and a 6-inch here, and connect 12-inch pipe to them. Okay. And as far back as the wall as you can, because this is actually moving over. So you're going to have, I think, like 14 inches or 15 inches. So it's going to have to be, anyway, you get it. Okay, so combustion air is okay. It's right there. And just so you know, this whole thing back here is a deck, other than this very last joist space, I believe, is right on the side of the deck. I measured it, and it measures out from the window, so that's where all your flues will go. If for some reason they don't go there, we have to go out the something else, it'll suck because it's all under a deck. So that's where we want to go. And I drew a picture here for the flues. I figure we may want to stack them tall ways, put the exhaust on the top and the intakes on the bottom, to get, you know, a slope, or however you feel you want to do it, but that's kind of what I see. But anyway, so yeah, all flues will have to go out that very far corner. The water heater flue, so just take it off from this T here and take this T off. And then just put a draft hood connector there and connect to your water heater. Here, at the bottom of the T, put a 6x4 reducer, and then 4-inch B-Vent 90, and then draft hood, connect to the water heater. Okay, so the gas. So we're moving the furnace over. So I have centered, so we don't have to mess with that stud at all. So we just need to move it over. Anyway, so this gas line will be in the way. So we're gonna remove this gas line, the 1-inch, but we're gonna reuse this 1x1/2 90. So up here, we're gonna put a 1-inch by 25-inch piece, and that reuse that 1x1/2 90. Then gas, so 1/2x48, and just as it shows. Okay, next AC I'll go over in a minute. Drain just to the floor, standard order. Thermostat, Prestige thermostat, with outdoor sensors and a gateway. Power, reuse the power. I'll give you a couple box connectors. Okay, before I go over the AC, I'm going to go over this other furnace. So the other furnace will sit 45 inches from this wall here. This side will be lined up with a supply duct. So sit on a 6-inch base. That's just one big T. Lance specified that this be a T, so that's what it is. That's the side view of it. So here, you can't really see it, but I have a cut line back there. And on the front, I have a cut line right here. And your reducer should end right in the middle of your gas line, so you shouldn't have to move this gas line at all. All right. And then cut line. So you can actually cut it here, the whole duct, not just the bottom, cut the whole duct. And cut the whole duct in the back where the cut line is. Anyway, cut line right there, and then 1 inch from each side. Okay, so your gas, from the cuff, you're going to add a close, a T, drip leg, flex, 290, 12-inch into the furnace, and your norm. AC I'll go over in a minute. Drain to the floor, standard order. Thermostat Prestige, power, same, reuse. I'll give you 2 box connectors. Oh yeah. Okay. So the AC, this line set's 7/8. Gonna flush the line sets. This one's 3/4. I'll give you 12 feet of Rubitex on each. So replace all the Rubitex inside and outside. And let's go out there and look. I'll pause this. Okay, so they do have a back entrance to the basement in their backyard, but this whole thing is a deck. So measured from the window over, I believe your flues can come out right next to the deck right here. It's a close, but I believe that's what's going to happen. the combustion air is under the deck in the center, so that sucks. Okay, so here's your two ACs. I'll give you two big pads to put the ACs on. Lance likes to put them on plastic pads on top of the concrete. Notice we only have one disconnect. The other disconnect is on the other side of the fence in the breaker panel, just a breaker. So that's against code. It has to be here. So I'll schedule Parker to come install a disconnect. And otherwise, the two 30 amp breakers in this panel are okay. Label them. And that's it. So yeah, this, let's see, what does it do? So what it is, we have two 30 amp breakers in here. I believe one probably feeds it from inside the wall to that disconnect. The other one comes from here and is just hardwired right into here. So we're just going to have to put another disconnect next to this one and redo it that way. Thanks.